Hey, I'm Ray Talavis, shooting another video cigar review episode in my series of cigar reviews. Drinking a Anchor Steam from San Francisco. Kind of like a brown ale, it's a little bit it lacks the sweetness of a brown ale, but kind of in that tendency. It's not a brown ale, but it kind of like in that same kind of vein. Very delicious beer from San Francisco. Mm, malty, kind of coffee, a little bit bitter. Bitter coffee, very delicious. Very delicious. Tonight's review is on the um, Don Carlos number two. Don Carlos number two. Um, this is a special cigar though. This particular Don Carlos number two is from 2013. It's a 5-year old aged cigar out of my own collection. I think I only have a few more of these left, maybe just two left. I bought the box back, like I said, in 2013. Box of 20, and man, um, they're great fresh, and they're great aged. You know what I mean? I was talking to the owner of a tobacconist or cigar lounge that I used to go to in Towson, and the cigar lounge is called Faders in Towson, and he was like one of the co-owners, and we were talking about favorite cigars, and he actually said that his favorite cigar of all time, including Cubans, was like a 13-year-old Don Carlos number two. So I mean that speaks a lot. I mean the guy was a cigar lounge owner, tobacconist owner, saying that his favorite cigar of all time was a Don Carlos number two that was like 13 years old. So it says a lot about the Don Carlos brand. Um, Don Carlos, uh, Arturo Fuente Don Carlos. The Don Carlos is named after uh, Don Carlos Fuente or Carlos Fuente Senior. Um, and he was the kind of like the patriarch of Arturo Fuente. Um, but he passed away a couple of years ago, I think 2016. So this is his blend. He blended the cigar, and it's always been one of the most premium types of Arturo Fuentes out there. Um, so it was the first Don Carlos cigar came out was released. I think in the 19 actually the yeah 1970 around the 1976s I think 1976. Yeah, 1976 was around 1976 was when the first Don Carlos cigar was released. Um, and at the 30th anniversary for the Don Carlos, Carlito Fuente, his son, blended the Edición de Aniversario of Don Carlos in 2006 to commemorate 30 years of Don Carlos. And since then, um, Personal Reserve and Eye of the Shark, each of which were blended by Carlito Fuente, Don Carlos' son. They were released around 2015, I think, for the 100th year anniversary for Arturo Fuente. So there's three editions of Don Carlos. The original, the Edición de Aniversario. Then the Personal Reserve came out about 10 years later, along with the Eye of the Shark. So, little history on Don Carlos cigars. One of my favorite cigars. I mean, if you follow any of my reviews, you know that Arturo Fuente. I mean, I can't help it. I mean, you know, they make such great cigars. You know, I mean, if you talk about like the green labels, the black labels, you know, the Hemingways, the Don Carloses, the Magnum R's, you know, the Chateaus, and then you have the Opuses, the special Opuses. I mean, it's amazing. You know, I mean, I don't love them for any other reason that they make great cigars. So, yeah, a little bit of history on Don Carlos and Arturo Fuente cigars. Um, yeah, so again, tonight's review is on the 2013 Don Carlos number two, Arturo Fuente Don Carlos number two. Gonna be pairing with a couple beverages, some water. Um, uh, so forgot. If I didn't introduce myself, I'm Ray Talavis, and this is one of the editions of my video cigar reviews. Going to be also making some Grey Goose vodka tonics, a vodka tonic, and like I showed you earlier, I'm drinking to start off the proceedings. Starting off with a delicious Anchor Steam from San Francisco. Delicious beer on a hot, sultry fall night in Baltimore. I mean, it's October 9th at around 9:40 in the evening, and it feels like 80 degrees out here. It's like freaking like, you know, amazingly hot out here for a hot fall night in Baltimore, Maryland, on the eastern seaboard in Maryland. Anyway, that's the review. Gonna have a little pause here, get a little bit organized. It's Tuesday, Tuesday, October 9th, 2018, Tuesday night, here on the eastern eastern part of America, in the east. Anyway, gonna take a break. Hoping you guys are having a wonderful week out there. If you're in school or working or staying at home or you know, I wish you all the best. And I hit a break and I'll be right back. Ciao. Okay, back from the break into the official first portion of the cigar review. Um, Again, this cigar review is on the 2013 Don Carlos, 2013 Don Carlos, Arturo Fuente Don Carlos, number two. As you can tell, it's a torpedo. I think this cigar is about five, 5 3/4 inches long, by about a 54 ring gauge. Um, you know, it's a beautiful looking cigar. It's got a Cameroon wrapper, wrapper from Cameroon. Um, I'm sure the Cameroon wrapper was aged. Was an aged wrapper. I know the binder and filler are from the Dominican Republic. Um, they use a various Dominican tobacco leaves in the binder and filler, and I know they're all very well aged for this production of the Don Carlos. They use very well aged tobacco in producing Don Carlos. Um, Nice, kind of spicy tobacco aroma coming off the wrapper. Same thing off the foot. Just a beautiful cigar. It's sort of like I want to say it's a natural color. Um, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a natural color. Natural color, natural tobacco color. So I mean, when tobacco is aged and fermented and dried, aged and fermented, that's the color of natural tobacco. Is kind of like a milk chocolate, dark milk chocolate color. All right, gonna go ahead and clip the torpedo tip. Light tobacco taste coming off the clipped head. All right, let's go ahead and toast the Don Carlos #2, 5-year-old Don Carlos #2. So well aged cigar, along with the well aged tobacco that was already in the production of a fresh Don Carlos. This has an additional 5 years of age on it, so very well aged cigar. Well aged cigars they tend to mellow out and have like more of a tea like flavor. So we'll see what the Don Carlos #2 gives us tonight. I haven't smoked one of these in like maybe 6 months or whatever. Like I said, I bought a box in 2013 or 20, and I probably have like this was like three. I mean, after this now, I probably only have two. So I'm sad, but it is what it is. Big flame. Go ahead and toasting the edge of the foot here. All right, all right, Mister Don Carlos #2. Um, I wanted to say R.I.P. Carlos Fuente Senior, Don Carlos. May you rest in peace, Carlos Fuente Senior, Don Carlos. Drink some Anchor Steam. Mm, wow, man, you could tell this is an Ace cigar. I got some like rich tobacco, but it was kind of mellow, along with some tea, a little bit of pepper and spice, but just very gentle. Um, kind of like a wise old man, like a wise man. It's like learned and kind of wise and gentle. That is nice. Very different from like a fresh cigar, which is like kind of abrasive sometimes or kind of assertive. This is starting out very mild and very but nuanced and very flavorful, but yet kind of like elegant. Very nice. You could tell this is really well aged tobacco. Yeah, kind of reminds me of a Lost City. It's got that tea-like quality. Um, a little bit of rye bread, and the Lost City is made of well aged tobacco, so you can understand that. Again, this is the 2013 Arturo Fuente Don Carlos #2, um, 5-year-old. Um, just, just This is tasting exactly how the last Don Carlos I had smoked about 6 months earlier. Um, just a gentle kind of like just a gentle cigar. Whew. That's- It's like gentle, but it has spice and power. I mean, like the gentleness comes from the tea flavor, but it does have spice and power still. Kind of like a juxtaposition of like power, but also refinement. Um, wow. I mean, I kind of hesitate saying like a velvet hammer, but we'll see. I mean, we're only into the first eighth of an inch, so draw is great. I'm getting a really easy full draw, voluminous amount of smoke, great smoke production, great flavor. I want to say that right now, flavor is like medium full to full. Um, the body is medium full to full, and the strength is like medium full to full. So, and it changes from draw to draw, but the burn is really good so far. But like I said, we're only into the first like 16th of an inch. So, yeah, this reminds me of a lost city. Mm, good beer. Yeah, so it's Tuesday night, almost 10 o'clock in the evening Eastern Standard Time. Actually, the weather's turning out nicer now. Feels to be cooling down, and it feels to be about like 64 degrees now. Um, that's kind of weird because before it was, like I said, I think I said it was 80 degrees out here. It cooled down in the New York minute. Yeah, it's really nice out here. Shooting outdoors in my backyard patio, wooden deck. A lot of great memories on this deck. A lot of high school parties. I mean, dude, man. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't caught on video then. I probably will never get a job if they saw what we did in this backyard. A lot of craziness, but it's a wonderful night out here. Just wonderful. Hmm. Whew, power. There's like tea. I'm getting tea, spice, and power. Um, and the tea is kind of like taking the form of like tobacco, but it's like turned into a tea-like flavor. And then there's spice and tobacco. This is more powerful than a than a than a Lost City, I think. There's some power left in this cigar, man. I'm telling you. 5-year-old Don Carlos number two. One of my all-time favorite cigars. You know, um, you know, I mean, to me, it's right up there with Opus number two. Um, I mean, it's Don Carlos. You know what I mean? Don Carlos is like, I mean, other than Opus, you know what I mean, and the special opuses, Don Carlos is the top of the line Arturo Fuente. I mean, named after the patriarch um, Carlos Fuente Sr. So getting charcoal now, spice, a lot of spice, tea like flavor, um, tobacco, and power. So yeah, that's where we are right now. we're into the first third of the 2013 um, Don Carlos number two. One of my all-time favorites. I mean, I think it's one of the all-time greats. So there we are. Gonna finish drinking this Anchor Steam and catch a break. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful time of day wherever you are. Hope your week is going well. And all right, I'm gonna catch a break. All right, hang 10. Hey, back again into the second portion of this video cigar review for the 2013 Don Carlos number two. Um, I'm telling you, this is quite a treat. If you've ever smoked aged cigars before, you'll know that they kind of mellow out a lot, and sometimes the defining characteristic of a well-aged cigar is a tea-like flavor. I get that a lot in a lot of my aged, especially these Don Carloses. Like I smoked one about 6 months ago, and it demonstrated the same kind of characteristics of that tea flavor. I mean, you might read some like cigar aficionados, and they have the connoisseur's corner, and they'll talk about some like really aged cigars having that tea quality. Well, this Don Carlos definitely demonstrates that. If I was gonna make a metaphor for this cigar, it would be like a wise old gentleman, just a cigar with elegance but strong constitution. Because it's elegant, but it does have power still. Hasn't lost a lot of its power. Power. It has a tea quality. It's kind of like a weird juxtaposition, having that elegant tea flavor, but the power kind of like shines through towards the middle and end of the draw. Um, a weird juxtaposition. But during the break, um, I was tasting tea, tobacco, power, spice. I'm gonna tell you, this is a very, I mean, my experience with any Don Carlos cigar, whether it be fresh or the few years age on it, it's a very true cigar. What I mean, it's very true to itself. It just stays very steady in terms of like flavor, body, and power. Um, I noticed that Don Carlos get more powerful when they have age on it. That's my experience. But I would characterize this cigar right now having like a medium full body, a medium full power, and a medium full flavor. Um, I mean, because the tea is very elegant and kind of like it kind of like it's very like very light, and but it does have power to it though. So I mean, and it does have tobacco flavors. I mean, like my experience right now. I mean, sometimes it reminds me of Lost City, Forbidden X, and sometimes it reminds me of like Angel Share. Um, and each one of those cigars have are Opus X's or Forbidden X's, and each one of those have really well aged tobacco in them. So I mean, I'm not surprised, but like I said, it's a 5-year-old Don Carlos number two, and it is a treat. So, ooh, some spice and charcoal there's too. There's a charcoal component too with the tobacco. But just wonderful so far. I'm gonna go ahead and make a vodka tonic. I ran out of lime, so I'm gonna be using some oranges. And go ahead and there's some oranges. Oop. And gonna go ahead and pour some Grey Goose vodka. Um, gonna make a lot. I feel like drinking. Oh, gotta save some room for the old tonic water. Uh, ooh, just wonderful. Such an elegant, refined experience right now. Um, just wonderful. Tonic water. I don't know. My hands smell like oranges. It just the cigar tasted like oranges just then. Oh, there's some floral notes in the cigar. And one of the things that I noticed is that this particular Don Carlos number two doesn't like to be rushed. You know it. You get this one. I mean, I'm honestly I have to baby this cigar because if it gets overheated, it really starts to kind of like lose flavor. So you have to like make sure you don't overheat it. So all right, let's taste this. Tasting mostly vodka. I missed the lime. I don't think these oranges were flavorful enough, but you know, it is what it is. I taste more vodka in that than when I drink Grey Goose neat. I don't know what's up with that. Getting some tea like flavor in that. Drink some vodka tonic. Oh, nice. The orange flavor is like a very subtle. Um, you know, it's pretty good though. Yeah, so I'm just enjoying this beautiful fall night out here, shooting in my backyard. You know, just enjoying the night. I mean, it's so temperate. I mean, this is my favorite kind of weather. Um, I mean, I hate it when it's like night in the summertime and it's still freaking hot. It's like 85 degrees at night. It's like kind of harsh, but this beautiful fall weather is just very very refreshing and very calm. Oh, it's wonderful. Enjoying a great smoke. Yeah, some tea quality there. Some mixed with charcoal and tobacco and spice. Power is kind of like left a little bit. I think the draw, the body is medium full. Flavor is medium full, and strength is about medium right now. I mean, at its peak, it was full the strength, but right now it's about medium. Yeah. Just wishing you guys are all well out there. Um, hope you guys, you know, um, the midterms are coming for elections for senators and congressmen and governors. You know, um, well, we'll see. We'll see where people are at in terms of the political environment in America. I mean, you know, uh, I mean that's the political process. Checks and balances. Um, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you one thing: I do believe in America, though. Um, I believe in America. So I just wish that America could produce like great cigars, like the Dominican Republic, Cuba, Nicaragua, Honduras, Mexico, um, Ecuador, Jamaica. I wish America. I mean, other than Connecticut, I wish we could produce like great cigar tobacco too. Maybe one day. Nice tea. That was nice tea from that last draw. Let me. As you can tell, we're into the past the midway point in the second third. I'm gonna give you one more last draw. I mean, one more last tasting for this Arturo Fuente Don Carlos #2 from 2013, 5-year old cigar. It's tasting like a well-aged cigar. Didn't have any plume on it, and but I do have a lot of cigars that have plume on it, but it's aged beautifully. I mean, the draw is great. Um, so smoke production is great. I haven't had to touch it up once. I mean, you can see the burn line. The burn line is really really good. Construction is A+ on this Don Carlos #2. So I'm gonna give you one more tasting of this Don Carlos #2, and before we hit this break, um, hit it, and then I'll come back during the final third. Wow, got some tea, rich tobacco, charcoal, spice, a little bit more power. That was beautiful. Wow, that was awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna hit a break. Smoke the old Don Carlos #2 down to the final third. We'll hit the final segment of this cigar review for the Don Carlos #2, um, 5-year old. All right, all right. Bye, escondidos. Okay, welcome back. Into the final segment of this video cigar review for the Don Carlos Dun #2, 2013, 5-year old cigar. Let me tell you, this cigar has a resemblance to both Lost City and Angel Share. Um, at times, the profile is very similar to Lost City because it does have that tea-like quality. um, and some rye bread, and then sometimes does have that angel share quality in that it's very refined and very elegant. I mean, this has been a treat. Um, you know, this cigar is not a overpowering cigar, although it does have power at times. But I would say like the overall quality is um, like elegance and refinement, and beautiful flavors, rich tobacco flavors, a very good tea flavor. The tea is very mild and elegant, and that's why the flavor is kind of like medium to medium full. The body is kind of like medium to medium full, and the strength is like fluctuates between medium full. Sometimes they're very full. Also very good draw. Good tobacco flavor. You know, some charcoal. Definitely charcoal is mixed in there. I'm kind of sad, because I probably only have two more of these left, and you know, um, judging by the amount of power still left in the cigar, I think they still have a few more years left to age and everything. I really don't know. I mean, I can't tell you for certain, like, when they start declining after a certain age. But this is smoking beautifully. Some power there. Nice tobacco. It's not a strong tobacco, but it's kind of like a mild tobacco, but it does have some richness to it. Drink some vodka tonic with orange. Like I said before, this cigar does not like to be rushed. We're into the final third. This particular Don Carlos number two does not like to be rushed. When you rush it, the flavors start to diminish. But but if you smoke it, it does. I mean, a lot of cigars, I say you don't have to baby the cigar, for instance, but this particular cigar, you do have to baby. You can't. We really can't rush this cigar. Because when it gets hot, it just like the flavors start to diminish. So, which is what it is. I mean, like I mean, it's individual. It's an individual. You know what I mean? The tobacco is different from even like Don Carlos's that were produced along with it. I mean, it comes from a certain plant, and and its characteristics are unique to the tobacco plant that it came from, or the tobacco that came in that went into making this particular cigar, the Don Carlos number two. So, like I said, this 5-year old Don Carlos number two from 2013 alternately has characteristics of Lost City with a tea-like flavor, and of Angel Share with the refinement and elegance and finesse. Very wonderful. I mean, you know, I mean, ultimately speaking, I mean, like I probably paid like maybe like $10 for this because I bought the box over the internet. And $10 or $12. And those Opus X's, the Lost City, Forbidden X, and the Opus X Angel Share, they run from $25 and up. So I mean, this is a bargain. You guys can like compute that. You figure out that equation. So Tell you, this has been a treat. Just a wonderful, wonderful cigar. The Don Carlos number 2, 2013, 5-year-old. Does have charcoal and spice. Power sometimes. It's a wonderful cigar. Um, just go ahead and drink some vodka tonic. So here we are. Basically, coming to the end of this Don Carlos number 2. Um, you know, I wish you guys can smoke aged tobacco cigars and have this experience because it's totally different from like a fresh cigar. Fresh cigars are more vibrant. They're a little more aggressive, and aged cigars are more elegant and refined. I mean, you'll get that from like Lost City or Angel Share, so you could buy those whatever without having to age your cigars very long because those tobacco used the tobacco used in those cigars are very well aged anyway. So I mean, if you want to get an idea of what aged cigars taste like, I suggest you buy like Lost City, Forbidden Next, or Angel Share if you can find it. I suggest you check out the internet, especially Tampa Sweethearts website. If you go to Tampa Sweethearts, go to Opus 22 tab, the Opus 22 tab on Tampa Sweethearts, and they'll have like various special opuses um, over the offer for purchase. Getting really good tobacco now and spice, charcoal. Just rich tobacco, nicotine now. Spice, tobacco, charcoal. Not so much tea anymore. Very, very good. Um, anyway, so that's what I'm getting from this 2013 Arturo Fuente Don Carlos number 2. Um, it's been a treat. It's different from like a fresh cigar, very, very much different. And that's why it's so much of a treat. Just a wonderful experience. I hope you guys can get a chance to smoke some well-aged cigars so you can understand what I'm experiencing. Um, so let me give you my recommendation for this Don Carlos number 2, 2013. Woo, nice tobacco there. Um, 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, if you can get some Don Carloses, age them for a few years, I suggest you do it. I mean, Don Carloses taste beautiful, fresh out of the box, but they change their characteristic over time, as do all cigars. So I hope you found this review a treat, as I found this Don Carlos number 2, 2013 a treat. I wish you all the best. Cheers, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week out there. Um, Today's Tuesday, October 9th, around 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland. You know, I hope you guys have a great week. Um, find time for enjoyment, and I wish you guys a good life. Cheers. charcoal, spice, nicotine, tobacco, power. Power came back. Anyway, beautiful tobacco. Anyway, let me end this review of the 2013 Arturo Fuente Don Carlos number 2 the way I usually end my reviews. I wish you all the best. Good health, good wealth, good fortune, good friends, and family. You all take care out there and have a good night. Good night. Take care.